Welcome back, my legends, and I finally decided to bring back how strong is this legend lore-wise, and we're going to talk about Loba. Now, Loba is kind of funny because she was kind of the reason why I stopped making this series a long time ago, and that's because in December of 2020, Respawn made a cinematic. Respawn made a 2D animation of Loba beating Revenant by basically getting Revenant mad by telling him that she threw away his source code. Now, the problem with this is that lore-wise, it makes no sense, because Revenant is one of the strongest legends lore-wise, if not the strongest. He literally took over King's Canyon in another dimension, made those legends in another dimension his shadow puppets, literally has the power to summon shadow prowlers, has the ability to shut down and silence the other legends' abilities, which is kind of what this whole tier list is based on, and oh yeah, he can't die. And so Revenant is basically a demigod. But is it possible for Loba to beat Revenant? It is, but not in the way the writers made it, because Loba literally fought Revenant close range. You know, the very thing that Revenant specializes in, you know, up close and personal. A guy who can literally pierce your chest with his arm, you're going to find him close range? Are you crazy? And you also bring a P20, you know, the very thing that your mom tried to use and didn't work. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to explain how Loba could actually beat Revenant lore wise and actually make sense. So Loba, in terms of strength, she's pretty strong. She can beat a group of thugs by herself, which is very impressive, but this list is mostly based on abilities and what they could do lore wise without any game mechanics. Now, game mechanics wise, Loba's black market allows you to take any item at a certain range, but the max you can take is 2. Now, this is why Loba, and I'm going to say it right now, is an S tier legend. Not only she has the ability to basically take everything from the black market without no limits, she also has the ability to steal your weapon. Now, we've seen this in the cinematic when she does that. Now, imagine this. Imagine you have red armor, imagine you have a gold backpack, everything you can possibly need, and 2 Spitfires that are decked out. And all of a sudden, the next thing you know, she steals them all. Loba is the only character that can literally beat you without ever seeing you. As soon as you get in her range of her staff, your stuff is gone. And what are you going to do? Go get her with what? You have nothing. Now, Loba has this bracelet called the Jump Drive, which basically makes it where she teleports wherever she wants. Now, here's the reason why that's crazy and broken and why Loba is such a dangerous combo. Because not only can she steal your stuff, but she can literally be in the most unfair places lore-wise, because game mechanics-wise, you have a timer where you have to get away from a certain out-of-bounds area, but lore-wise, you can literally stay there as long as you want and nothing will happen. So Loba can literally steal your stuff and put it in a spot that you can never get to, and even worse, if you try to get back your stuff, she's gonna use your own weapons against you. And that's how Loba can beat Revenant. Loba needs to make Revenant play her game and make him go towards her. So in order for Loba to beat Revenant in a 1v1, she basically has to keep her distance and poke Revenant every time he tries to get too close until you destroy his body. Now, is it possible to beat Revenant in close range combat? Yes, technically it is possible, but can Loba do it by herself? No, I find it highly unlikely. Like, out of 1,000 fights, she only wins 1, and that's because everything conveniently went her way. And so yeah, my legends, that's how strong Loba is lore-wise. She's basically one of the strongest legends, basically because her abilities are so broken, and she's the only one that could probably survive the longest against Revenant. Although in the end, Revenant's going to get you, because even if you defeat him, he's just gonna come back. And so yeah, my legends, I'll see you next time. Peace.
Can I wish to ever know what's the real shape of my soul forever?